Welcome. Welcome everybody. Live or YouTube, Spotify. So another Mindful Munch. Another, for me, it's almost like it's a sacred time for a joint practice, for a practice with other beautiful human beings. And the wonderful thing that on the my teacher talks a lot about it in the astral level when we meditate and where we in a way go out of where we are in the thoughts, and we tap into a different level of consciousness, which is actually beyond time and beyond space. So you're joining us now, even if it's on a recording. There is a connection. There is still a connection to what is happening right now. So so welcome. And welcome, Rachel. Good to see you. A very common concept in the Kabbalah and also in mindfulness is that a person is really sitting or is really present where the thoughts are. So, for example, if my thoughts right now are about catastrophes that might happen, my body is behaving as if I'm already there, right? So I'm all nervous and preparing, and then the thoughts travel to those places to actually start prepping. And on the other hand, if I am sitting here, but within my thoughts, I'm in a very calm place somewhere, in a very safe place, in a very comforting place, my body will start acting as if it is already there. And when I say my body, I mean my body, the sensations, the tension in the muscle, also the mind, the kind of thoughts that are running through the head, and also the heart, the different emotions. And one really good way to tap into that is it's to start with observing the thoughts, just observing the thoughts. And lately I am introduced to my practice, just a word in Hebrew, it's a word in English, it's maybe a few words, which in Hebrew it's hineni, here I am, hineni. And it's a very potent word in Hebrew that declares that I am right here and I am right now. I am ready. I am ready to face reality as it is, to fulfill my purpose. So in today's practice, we will start with some grounding, checking in, little bit conscious breathing, fully, deeper, slower, and then we'll move into a phrase again that just reminds us where we are. Here I am, or again, or if you prefer in Hebrew, hineni, hineni. And simply doing that, just reminding ourselves, looking at the thoughts, and then we change the thought into I am here. Simply that. It sounds so simple. It's in practice it's not, but it connects us, reminds us who we really are, where we are, what we are, and perhaps where we are heading. So let's start. Let's start with finding a comfortable position, any comfortable position. sitting or laying. And we can start the practice with even just, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes, to just notice what kind of thought or story arise. Maybe it's a thought about the past or the future. Maybe processing what had happened so far today or somewhere in the past. Maybe preparing, anticipating for the day ahead or somewhere, sometime in the future. Notice how the body feels right now. Remembering that at any time during the practice, if it becomes overwhelming or you experience something that feels like suffering, please feel free to open your eyes and look around, slow down the breath, or stop the practice. A wise teacher said that there is already so much suffering in the world, and we don't need to add to it by enduring. The practice of compassion is to see how we can softly adjust what is offered to us for it to fit more accurately for us at this moment. Noticing if there is any tension, noticing the areas in the body that touch the ground or the chair or the cushion or the mat, the mattress. Maybe at this stage you can state to yourself that you are supported now. If your spine is disconnected and erected, still you are supported. If you're leaning backward on the couch or a chair, you are supported. And notice the emotions or feelings. Maybe you can identify an emotion or a feeling. Maybe it's mild, maybe it's strong. I also would like to perhaps offer a challenge to ask yourself if what you feel, is it more an emotion or more of a thought? How can you tell the difference? Notice the different thoughts that are arising just in this contemplation. I invite us now to start deepening the breath, very gentle, not by pushing, more by softening the belly, the abdomen wall, and allowing more air to come in. And as you breathe, notice what is happening in the mind. Perhaps consider those passing thoughts as passing clouds. And maybe see if you can look at those clouds as if you are the sky rather than the clouds. And as the breath is slightly deeper, perhaps slightly slower, I invite you to introduce here I am, or in Hebrew, Hineni. In the inhalation, Hineni. And in the exhalation, Hineni. The inhalation, here I am. And in the exhalation, here I am. And as you say these phrases, silently or out loud, I invite you to keep returning to be the sky and look at the passing thoughts. If they're completely random or relevant to the phrase, either way, we come back, we return to be the sky, be the observer. So the practice becomes returning. Here I am. Again and again, we return to the phrase to observe different clouds and thoughts and emotions and sensations that are arising. As best as possible right now, we offer it compassion. We observe with kindness, curiosity, with good eyes. Return again, again, and again. As Shlomo Karlebach says, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are. Return to where you are. Return to what you are. Return and reborn again. Hineni, here I am. Noticing the breath. Softening the body. Softening the phrase. Softening the breath. And taking some time to just rest. Nothing to do, nothing to say. Just to observe. Just to be. Notice how you feel after this practice. And if you noticed your thoughts along the practice, I invite you to ask, who is the one that has been noticing those thoughts? Slowly, slowly, when you feel ready, in your own time. Coming back. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are. Return to where you are. Return to what you are. Born and reborn again. Hope you feel the benefits of your practice. Feel free to share how you feel any insight, anything that you would like to take from this practice in the chat or in the comments. Or wow, well done, Rachel. It's quite powerful, to notice all of those thoughts, and also the connection perhaps with the body sensations and the thoughts. Yeah, thank you. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to where you are, return to what you are. Born and reborn again. May we all come back to who we are, to where we are, to what we are, and remember. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Jerry, Maxine, Petra, Lana. Yeah, thank you all at home. I'll see you next time.